Y'all see this story I saw on we call it World Star Hip Hop. On World Star Hip Hop, that's a story about a African American descendant man, kind of dark skinned, who was sentenced for 4 years in prison, who was innocent of the crime, falsely accused by a white racist cop. Call like it is. He said he was looking for drug dealers and stuff like that, and that's the reason why that he made up. And he admitted in Detroit, wherever it was, somewhere in Michigan, that he did this crime. So both of them are friends. Now remember, the white guy only did 1 year, but the African American brother did only, African American descendant brother, because we know we all mixed with something, did 4 years, and I feel it was very unfair. First of all, I think that the city of that town or whatever should have gave that man some money. Should extremely apologize to what they did, allow it happen, because it seemed to me I'm glad this story happened. No, I'm not glad the fact that he's friends with the person, because I would never be friends with a person who put me in jail. But no, I wouldn't. It's not about forgive you. Like, one thing I'm trying to get what Tyler Perry and Oprah was saying about you can forgive someone without being in their presence, and not that type of person. I don't want to know about associating with that person. But I got to the point in my own personal life that I don't forgive anybody. And I know that's not a godly thing to do, but that's between me and him, not the human who just, just because you say Lord, Lord, don't make you go to heaven, okay? So, worry about you. Don't put no spit on my mouth with yours. But I had to criticize this brother because, let me see why. Over the years, and I'm glad I watched this video about the white woman who tells the truth about white racism. She said in that video that and I'm not a Protestant, and I'm not going to be one, okay? I'm an ex-Protestant. But I noticed over the years, in this country, the Christianity has been whitewashed. It has been said that only forgive the white person, but not the person of color. And you know me, I don't care what your color is, I ain't gonna forgive you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hate you. You have to do something very, very, very extreme in order to make me feel, and I'm not gonna be honest, I'm not God, but only God does that too. If you sit there and like all of us include myself, sin, I'm forgive, and keep on doing it, you're not gonna go to heaven. Regardless, you say Lord, Lord, you know what I'm saying? So why would a human being have to forgive a person or either accept that person in their presence when they're there to do it again? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to be, when you're almost 40 years old and you've been abused by your family, from your bullies at school, from everywhere you go, from jobs and everything else, you get tired of bullshit. You're not going to change and conform to their stupidity because they want something out of you, because they want you to be their example. No, you're going to go against them. But, and I'm almost 40 years old. I'll be 37 this year. And so what happened is that in Christianity, it's always been taught to obey Massa, the white man, to serve, and to forgive and turn the other cheek when he does you wrong. You get my point? And I'm glad I saw that white woman has opened my eyes and said that. She was a Protestant white woman, by the way, okay? And she said she tells the truth about white racism. Yeah, it's a video. Look it up on YouTube. Have you noticed? I use the O.J. Simpson case, for example. O.J. Simpson is black identified, mixed with black, white, Native American. Read his book by his mixed DNA. Okay, you don't have to acknowledge a person's mixed ancestry, they don't acknowledge themselves. And he was accused of killing Nicole and Ron Goldman. And I did not make no assumption because he was part of the black race that he was innocent. No, I had no opinion back in 95. It was 2006, actually 10 years ago, when I saw that Mr. Johnson's video, I think his name Johnson's video about blood serpents. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the video about that show, the woman was on Fox News discussing the sister, she was attorney, she was a sister, and had a white woman who been on many of the talk shows in the past. I've seen her because I'm a talk show fanatic. She was mad about O.J. Simpson, find out that the fact that O.J. Simpson's was on a plane to Chicago when Nicole was talking to her mother before she was killed, which they make sure that she wasn't there killing her, okay? And that's what opened my eyes, okay? And it was not presented in the case when Johnny Cocker was alive, okay? When the trial was going on, okay? And ain't no one has not said, well, you should forgive O.J. Simpson if he did do it or whatever. They didn't tell the Goldman family, they didn't tell the Ron Goldman. These people to this day still have anger and malice in their heart about this man because both their son and also their daughter was killed, and we don't know who the killer is, but they're pointing at the son. Okay, when and a thug, and anybody can be a thug because this white racist man was a thug too. Okay. When a thug that happens to be part of the black race or Hispanic kills a white person, have you noticed that a white person never says, "Oh, I forgive you for everything you did"? And yeah, okay. But once a white person do it to an African American, Descendant person, Latino person, of color, everyone is taught to forgive that white person. Have you noticed that? And so, it's the giving has been twisted to the point they in that person's life. They even do the LGBT community that way. When a homophobic person, especially a white racist person, or a white person who's homophobic, does something to someone of the LGBT, even they are white, the victim is, they are taught to forgive that person. They never had no malice or revengeful thoughts about that person. It's enshrined upon what they do. But when it's a reverse, it is. Have you ever noticed that? So that's why I'm saying, I don't believe in Protestant Christianity. I do not like it. I do not believe in personal interpretation of the Bible. Okay, personal or private interpretation of the Bible. That's what the whole idea with Martin Luther of the Protestant Reformation was about. People can twist the meaning of the word forgiveness. People also can twist the word forgiveness to the point you're like a slave to that person. And I'm not going to never bow down to that mess, okay? But the point is, that's the reason why that I disagree with the story. I understand you forgiving the person and you like, no, I don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to sue you for what you did, which that's how I done. I don't care if you forgive me. I shouldn't have to waste 4 years in prison. We're taught as minorities to deal with suffering. I'm getting tired of that bull. I'm called a cuss on here. Those about religion. I get tired of that bullshit. White person can run around and do everything they want to. And since we don't look white and we are mixed with white, like myself, I'm mixed with Irish and English and French, besides black and Native American. I claim my mixed heritage. I don't believe that one drop rule curse, but a white man, racist man created, never did shit for me, never gave me what I wanted. You can say affirm, never gave me that either. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going on with the one drop rule. I never honor that rule, never believe in that rule, never sub that rule, whatever, okay? But it's not even a rule anymore since 1967. I heard me mention the case of West Virginia of the interracial couples in America. The Supreme Court deemed it as unconstitutional. So I can check more than one box like I do to this day. Okay? Point is, since I do not look white, God forbid if it happens to me, you think I'll be with a white friend? No, don't have this to do with a white friend. Hell no. I would not be his friend, this dude. He's an arch enemy to me. You wouldn't have a Jew to do that to a Nazi. So why would I do it to him? You know what I'm saying? Because if the verse were reverse, if I was a cop and I did him that way, he wouldn't have the same feeling for me. And everybody say, yeah, you shouldn't have did it. Okay? That's how I know it's rich white privilege. Okay? Since the white, okay, go back to the story. The white man who was the cop was looking for people to put in jail for his drug related busts. You know what I'm saying? So he finds African American men. Okay? And he falsely accused him for having drugs and selling drugs, which is he did not do none of that. And the brother was sent for 4 years in prison, while the white guy did 1 year in prison, which is official oppression. Okay? I don't know laws in Michigan, but in Texas we have the law of official oppression. Official oppression is a federal offense. And that man should did more than 1 year in prison. If I was a judge, I would say you do 20 years in prison. You are a law enforcement. You're in taxpayer money. And you falsely accuse a civilian. And not only that, you made a lie up, and also which is a perjury. Not only that, you falsified this man's report. And you abuse your authority under our, Constitution and everything else. You don't deserve to be a law enforcement, and you deserve to be put in prison for 20 years. I don't care if you're sorry for what you did. You shouldn't have done it. Okay? If I was a judge, you're just lucky that I'm not a judge, because I thought about becoming law enforcement if I don't become famous. Okay? I would maximize this white man's prison term. I don't care about white privilege card, baby. I got white DNA in me too, okay? I don't look like you, but I don't look in the mirror. I don't look like Akon either, okay? With this caramel skin, okay? Point is, you're going to deal with 10 years in prison, or 20 years in prison, no, 20 years in prison. And his brother is going to get $1 million, close to $1 billion refund, or, for a lawsuit, winning this lawsuit because he didn't deserve to be put in jail. And it goes for anybody of any color who has been falsely accused by the law. Okay? You took an oath to not do that. You're doing against your oath. You deserve to have 10 years, 20 years, actually 20 years in prison without parole. Yes, you lucky I'm not a judge. So, y'all want to go ahead and start voting for me, okay? But yeah, I don't even have a law degree, but I thought about becoming a lawyer myself, or either someone, But anyway, the point is, I would maximize this white man's prison. I don't care about white privilege. In America, we treat everyone, you talking about all lives matter? Well, all lives matter too when it comes to anybody. And that means that if you go against the law and you're law enforcement with that gold or badge, you deserve to get 20 years in prison. That is a federal offense to commit official oppression. You disobey the law. You actually went against your authority. You use your authority to do this to a young man based on color. That's also a hate crime. Because you would not go to a white person, a pure white person, because a 9-10 brother, I don't care how dark he is, he has some white in him as well. We know what happened in slavery, okay? I'm real. I don't speak monoracial, y'all. Monoracial means single race. I speak multiracial. If you got something in you, and one thing about people of African descent, we were rather not true identity. We're multiracial people. We're not pure black people. Pure black people, 100% African from Africa. We are here in the United States. We have different races in us. We wouldn't exist in this country if we didn't have different races in us along with the African race. So let's be real with it, okay? One drop, like I said, one drop never did nothing for us, never helped us. We still in a poor economic situation. There's, you know what I'm saying? One drop will never help us at all. So I wish we get rid of that mentality since it's not law no more. But since his brother now take out white DNA in him, whatever, even if he was pure black, you had disobeyed the law. This white man disobeyed the law by causing hate crime because of his African American DNA. You need to be put in jail for this, for a hate crime, because you would not do it to a pure white looking person. Okay, you wouldn't do it. If he looked Caucasian, if you have 100% white DNA, you wouldn't do it to him. So let's be real. Okay. And that's why I say I disagree with this whole story. I think it was coonery. I understand. Regardless, they just work in the same bar, same cafe, whatever they work at, and they go to church, whatever. I'm sorry. It's not the other way around. I don't see white people who are victims of mugging, of people of color, from people of color mugging them, whether it be Hispanic, African American, descendant, or Asian. Never had this type of news reports, but always a black person of African American descent, should I say, because we're not pure black, especially if they're dark skinned, always kissing up to the white person, always accepting their forgiveness, and being forgiven by and asking for forgiveness, but it never goes the other way around. Have you guys noticed that? Okay, even though O.J. Simpson's camera skin, but still, even they are light skin, they still wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? They still been taught to forgive the white person, but not the white person forgive them. And we notice that in white authority, I'm sorry to say this, not be racist, and I mix with Caucasian besides black and they can say this, okay? Especially in Texas, not all white people, but some of them have that mean, ugly authority. That's why some of them don't want them in authority positions. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? This man is an example of the reason why. Okay, the false promises. Even a white Indian woman who's cool with me on social media, she told me, she said, people think because Native American, because we both belong to Native American group, and Native American, mixed Native American group, and she said that I understand what white people did to our Native American people, and people who look white, who are mixed with Native American, have done, to our, and it's good to claim your mixed heritage. I'm for it, like I do, but they'll go to Native American community, steal money. You know what I'm saying? Take the person's money, take the person's money and run off with it and not give back to the Native American community. And that's why some Native American people are more, I had dealt with that, racism that people, feel about me, because I don't look all that native, even though I don't have too much hair on my arms and face, only hair right here, but, what I'm saying? Y'all know about my body. I don't mean to show my body, and I'm not naked, y'all. I have short shorts, because it's hiding apart. That's why I wear my shirt off. Trust me, if I had central air, it wouldn't be a problem. But, if I have this fan here, okay? Point is, that she said that a lot of them had practiced that white supremacy, those who look white, and she looked white herself, and she told me this. They give false promises to people of color. They, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of evil things. And even that's why we have that, you know, the tribal situation. You had to have one set, because white government, racist government did create the blood quantum rule, like they did the one drop rule back in the day. You have white looking the American people who are part of the American people mix, who take over those roles, who screw up the nation, who kick out members, even they look native in the, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying. So that's why she said false promises and it mean authority. So someone, you know, that's why, and because it took the face of white supremacy when they do this type of mess. That's the reason why that I'm saying this, okay? This is a prime example, okay? It took, you know what I'm saying? And I get tired that y'all fear someone like a mixed race mulatto Obama being president, him taking action at you. But when it comes to a white person doing it, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? If he's a firm and assertive and that's extremely aggressive, oh, that's normal for a white man. That's acceptable when a person of color. Because I know when I have been an authority person and I had acted that way, and I wasn't acting to be rude. The person was in front with me, and I'm trying to let them know, hey man, don't talk to me that way. I ain't gonna talk to me in that kind of way. Oh, I'm the wrong person. You know, even in social, if I act that way, I'm wrong. But, you know, a white dude do it. Or if I look 100% white, because I am mixed with Caucasian, oh, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all noticed that type of, it's the double standard in these old Negro blooded folks of different shades? Believe me, I said Negro because they would defend that mess. They would defend that. So that's why I say, no, dude, you can forgive it. Just like Tyler Perry was telling Oprah, forgive from a distance, okay? I understand that, you know, you put more power in the person put more power, you know, forgive whatever. But I'm not going to sit here, be submissive to this person, be friends with that person when they put me in 4 years of hell on earth, okay? I know internal hell different from here, but y'all don't want to talk about messed up my life, made me lose everything, and see him every day and kiss it up to him. That's not going to be me, okay? And, you know, so there's folks who think because I claim multiracial roots, I'm like that. No, the fuck I'm not, okay? I would never kiss up to you, you know, get to nobody. You're going to treat me respect what you respect, okay? That's the reason why I, you know what I'm saying, I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cussing, and I know you can call me ungodly. I don't care because you're not God at the end of the day. You know, unless the man up above see me, that's the only time I understand and make a judgment of everything. But a human being who just as right as I am, who sings just like I am, even though they claim law, and ain't go to heaven, okay? They can't throw no stones on me, okay? But I have to disagree on my channel. I will disagree that the fact that this, you know, I'm getting tired of seeing this white man gets forgiven for doing all the evil things he done, but when a person of color does it, it never does. It never gets forgiven. It's tainted. Like for example, I don't like Bill Cosby what he did. Don't get me wrong, but they're trying to put that in the Hall of Fame of all his sexual escapades. But they don't put Jefferson Davis a part of this what's it called, the Civil War, about how they slept with black women and you know what I'm saying, and raped black women, and so that's why we got white DNA in us, okay? You don't talk with Jefferson, him having sex with, you know, they don't put all that on there. They don't put George Washington. There's a lot of brothers and sisters that saying Washington, check your ancestry, y'all. They don't do all that type of stuff, but they sure put a brother about him sleep with a bunch of white women and mixed white women and sisters and everything else, okay? They sure put that on the Hall of Fame like that's something for the children to know about, okay? So let's be real, okay? That's the reason why I'm getting tired of that twisted version of Christianity, which I'm not a Protestant. There's many white Anglo-Protestant foundation here in America have been taught to forgive the white man, and he's good and he's holy, he's close to God. But when a person of color comes in, oh, you should never forgive that person. It should look down. It should talk. Like for example, have you noticed that people of color talk down to younger people like trash, but to a younger white person, they talk to them like a good old person, like this part of their family, which is, you know what I'm saying? You get that point? Have y'all noticed that? Trust me, I'm a victim of that, okay? That's why I did 2 complaints on a Metro bus here in Houston, and one complaint with a young dude. And I know if this camera skin was pale and I looked like a white person, their attitude would not happen. But since I'm part of the African American descendant race, and they're part of, they can talk to me shit, and baby, excuse me, the black and the French and the Irish and the Native American will come out this camera scan brother, and I will talk shit back to them. I have no love for nobody like that, okay? If a Ku Klux Klan did something to them brothers and them the two brothers and that sister, I'm not walking on my 12 size feet on some tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying, tennis shoes, loafers, or either some flip flop sandal, whatever, in the hot sun or the cold for these doggone folks. When you do me wrong, because I know what type of mentality in Texas we have a plantation mindset here. Want to get the hell out of this stupid state. That's the reason why. Besides the Pochos here, besides the rednecks here, we a bunch of plantation 9, Negro blooded, mixed, claim to be pure black or light, dog, whatever the phenotype is. Folks here, I call it this. Ain't everybody, but we have that here, okay? And it's something they control of the society, and they're, you know what I'm saying. So don't think I exclude anybody in my arguments. I didn't, okay? So I can't wait to get out of this shitty ass state. Anyway, but that's the reason why. So I have no, you know what I'm saying, for this man here to, you know, that's why I just don't have no love for him. So, like I say, I would not befriend that man, the white man. I would not befriend him. I would not want to see him around me. And actually, I will sue the hell out of him. And I don't care if anybody don't call my channel trying to minister to me, because I will block you and put you for spam and harassment. I go about what I want to, and only God can stop that. Not no human, includes y'all folks claiming to be holding down. That's all I have to say. Bye. Have a nice day.